Hi, I'm Chef Mark, and this is Cruising in the Kitchen. Today we're making Skillet Maple Pecan Granola. All the ingredients are right here as usual. Our mise en place is all done. Half cup of pecans chopped, cup and a half of old-fashioned oats. This is a half teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of salt. That is 2 tablespoons of maple syrup and a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of oil. Let's get started. So the pan is warming up. This is a super easy recipe. You'll have granola in no time. See the glistening, let that get warm. You start off with your nuts. This takes about, I would say, 3 to 5 minutes just as they start to get brown. The heat's on decent, it's about medium high, so you definitely want to see this kind of action in the pan. You want to hear some sizzling, or turn up the heat if you don't. You'll smell them, they'll get nice and toasty smelling. It does take a few minutes, so you can't really rush this process, and we'll come back when they're really super toasty and ready for the next step. Okay, it's been about 4 or 5 minutes. You can see the brown color I've got here. I certainly don't want to burn it, but it needs to be brown. Next step is toss the oats right in. I think this is between browning the pecans and now browning this oats mixture until it's completely nutty and toasted. I think is probably the more challenging part of the whole recipe, just because your tendency is to pull it off early. Or the other way around, I suppose you could burn it too, but either way it seems like it's it's not a touch and go thing, but certainly you got to keep your eye on it, because 1 minute it's this, and then if I walked away for a few minutes, I come back, it could be burnt. So basically I'm doing the same thing to the oats as I did to the nuts, and it's absorbing all the oil. And until these are brown, I'm going to come back and finish up. But basically I'm going to keep stirring for another good 4 to 6 minutes, and when you come back you'll see the color change. Okay, it's been about 5-7 minutes, and I can really smell the toastiness of the oats. Like I said, I think that's a little bit of the challenging part of this, is to wait till it's toasted without being burnt. I think you can definitely see the brownness attached to the actual oats themselves, and that's what you're looking for. Now everybody else goes in. So you have your, you can do it simultaneously, vanilla, maple syrup. I turn down the heat just a little bit to like low, medium, high. 30 seconds, and all I want to do is incorporate this throughout the whole mixture. I turned it down a little bit. It was on medium, high. Now it's on low to medium. But basically, it gets absorbed very quickly, and all the bits get kind of coated. And when they dry on that pan and cool finally, you'll get the crunchiness and you'll get the nice maple syrup flavor. Waste not, want not, right? So anyways, this is Skillet Maple Pecan Granola. Super simple, nice small portion. I probably gives you about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of finished product. And you don't have to put an oven on. A lot of this times it takes an hour or 2 in the oven to slowly cook the oats. So this is kind of a quick version of regular oatmeal. And this is, just lay it down and don't touch. And that will be delicious on granola, ice cream, plain, you name it. It's really good. The other thing, this is like a basic recipe, things that you can add flax seeds, chia seeds, any kind of seed that you want to throw on top, sesame, if anything, because it's all sticky and everything, and the seeds would stick to it, and they would add some extra protein and things like that. But this is kind of like a basic recipe. You can always, add-ins and whatnot. And that's the granola, and I hope you like it. And stay tuned for more coming up on Cruising in the Kitchen, and don't forget to like and subscribe.